In a moment I'm going to show you how to make anxiety go away fast even if you're feeling shaky. If you like my channel, please subscribe and click the bell below to be notified further. Anxiety is often a long-term issue. To keep anxiety from coming back, you need to learn to control your overall anxiety symptoms, and that's not something that happens overnight. There is no magic pill for curing anxiety forever, nor is there a therapy that is 100% effective after one session. But when you're suffering from anxiety, you want to feel better fast. No one wants to sit back and wait hours and hours for their anxiety to go away, especially if you're dealing with anxiety during an interview, or in an uncomfortable situation, or before sleep. These are all situations where you need rapid help to control your anxiety. Below are some potential fast anxiety reduction strategies. Anxiety disorders versus nervousness. The first thing to recognize is whether you're suffering from severe anxiety or simply standard nervousness. There is a key difference between an anxiety disorder and feeling nervous in a normal situation. There is normal nervousness. For example, if you're about to go on an interview, or a first date, or your boss has called you in for a reprimand, some nervousness is completely normal, and you're not suffering from an anxiety disorder necessarily, you're just dealing with the standard stresses of life. Other times you may be suffering from an anxiety disorder. If you have anxiety attacks or feel anxious all the time, you may have anxiety that needs a more long-term cure. This may change the treatment recommendations because that type of anxiety requires long-term solutions. Still, consider the following tips to relieve anxiety rapidly. Drugs for fast anxiety relief. There are no safe drugs to cure anxiety fast, because drugs themselves require a prescription, interact with other medications, and often need to be taken as long as an entire year to be effective. There are some herbal supplements that may be effective. These include kava, valerian root, passion flower. Those three are the most effective herbs for relieving anxiety. It's still generally recommended to talk to a doctor before taking any supplements, no matter how safe, because they can interact with other medications. They should also never be taken with alcohol or with any other self-treatment. But those three are the most common herbs for relieving the anxiety experience. Strategies to reduce situational nervousness. If you find yourself nervous in a specific situation, you'll find it's a bit harder to calm your nerves quickly. By specific situation, we're talking about things like a blind date, a public speaking engagement, a big test in class. Anything that would invoke some nervousness or fear, but may not be traditionally associated with an anxiety disorder. It can be hard to calm your body fast enough because the anxiety itself can serve a function. It's telling you that you're doing something that you find frightening in some way, and your body is reacting to make sure you're aware of what you're doing. But obviously it can be problematic as well, especially because the anxiety can feel uncontrollable and may not be suitable for your situation. You don't want to be overly nervous on a first date, or nervous public speaking, etc., so fast ways to reduce anxiety are important. Consider the following. Go jogging. Jogging isn't just important for becoming fit. Jogging is a known stress reducer that is believed to be as powerful as some anxiety medications. Extended jogging releases chemicals in your brain that soothe mood, tires muscles to prevent nervous tension, and burns away the stress hormone cortisol that contributes to many stress symptoms. Write in a journal. You may find that what's causing you the most stress is a nagging thought, especially if you're trying to go to sleep or you're worried about a meeting with a boss. Nagging thoughts have a tendency to linger and cause further anxiety. Writing it down in some type of book essentially tells your brain it can stop obsessing over it because it's in a permanent place. Progressive muscle relaxation. It's not the best tool for nervous sweating, but it is a great tool for feeling calmer. Stand up straight, and tense each muscle one at a time for 10 seconds, then release, starting at your right foot and moving all the way up to your face. You should tense until you feel a slightly burning sensation, but not so much as to be painful. Tensing and releasing relaxes the muscle and focuses the mind, which can decreases the feeling of nervousness and anxiousness. Positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are an unusual strategy that is more effective than people give it credit for. Affirmations are essentially repeating to yourself positive phrases, or writing them out if you find that more soothing. There are two aspects of positive affirmations that are effective. First, it focuses your mind on something positive. Second, it gives you a healthy distraction so that you stop focusing on the stressor. Embrace the nervousness. There's a theory of anxiety reduction informed by the practice of mindfulness. Many find that accepting an emotion is more effective than fighting it. If you find yourself nervous, recognize that this is what you are feeling and let it be, rather than try to fight it and find ways not to be nervous. This won't reduce the initial nervousness, but it will stop you from feeling additional stress or anxiety because you're nervous. Many people find they get into an anxiety loop, feeling anxious because the stress that they feel anxious. In the next video I'm going to show you imagery exercises for anxiety even if you tried it all. If you like my channel, please subscribe and click the bell below to be notified further.